Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen, or other undefined. I'm here to talk to you today about the latest, greatest composer I've discovered, Erik Satie. Now, he was a very odd, eccentric gentleman, which is probably why he appeals to me so much. A French composer in a classical period, but I really see him as much more of a jazz forerunner. His music is far less classical and far more jazz, and part of this was because Satie felt the reason that classical music really needed a change up. It needed something different, which I can agree. You know, you go back and listen, and yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of fantastic music, but it can get very samey after a while, with the exception of certain composers. Like I was saying, he's a very interesting musician. He kept a strange schedule and a strange diet as well. His schedule was very set, almost to the minute, each day, of how he thought an artist should live and the diet that an artist should have, which consisted of mainly white meats or white foods in general. Even his music itself, okay, so a lot of his music he wrote without bar lines or timing, which is just utterly ridiculous to see in a book, especially next to other pieces that have bar lines and timing, which of course is the standard, if that's any help. So yeah, as I was saying, he wanted to change up from the typical classical music. He was pretty much the inventor of ambient music, you know, music just playing in the background while people did things. It actually got to the point where he was getting frustrated because people were listening to his composings rather than just going about their normal business. You've probably heard certain ones of his, the very well-known Gnossienne 1. That old thing probably was most well-known one. My personal favorite is the Gnossienne 3. Gnossienne, both made up words, both made up by Satie. Even like, okay, so the Gnossienne 3, which is the one I held up before, which is the one I'm going to play very shortly, even the markings in it, you know, that tell you how to play the piece. We've got such markings as very lost, open your head, mind, be clairvoyant, things like this. So not your typical dynamic markings and ways to play the piece. Just a very interesting fellow. Really enjoy his work, and here's my favorite that I hope you'll enjoy too. Satie. Satie.